Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the A Collision with Purpose project under the spotlight. Here, individuals are allowed to explore themselves in pursuit of their purpose. I am Dr. Laxley Stephenson, and I'm your host. The A Collision with Purpose project allows individuals to pause, take a quiet moment and listen, be introspective, and engage self-reflection in pursuing their purpose to unleash possibilities before reaching implications for self and others. Today, the Collision with Purpose Project Spotlight is on Mr. Garfield James. Mr. James is a husband, a father, the principal of Little London High School, Westmoreland, Jamaica. He's a sitting councillor for Sheffield Division, MP aspirant for Western Westmoreland. He's a business owner, a registered farmer specializing in the area of forestry. He's a real estate developer and an advocate for positive social change. Mr. James, it is my pleasure to welcome you back to the A Collision with Purpose project on the Spotlight. I'm looking forward to an engaging, insightful, and interactive conversation about a topic that is arguably one of the most consequential concepts in forming how we function as individuals and ultimately what we perceive as our legacy.
Yes, Doc. The question is asking me to define purpose.
Yes, Mr. James, today it's all about purpose. We're going to talk about purpose, and all your meaningful work that you're doing in your community. But before we get into purpose, I want you to take me back to your early days. What was it like growing up?
It is a very interesting story. Are you ready to listen, Doc?
I am here. Let's hear your very interesting story.
Okay. Growing up for me was a very humble situation. I grew up in a extended family, so to speak. We had a household with approximately 12 individuals living within the same setting. So while we had a situation where it was a large family, we had an opportunity where we were able to socialize, share, and build capacity in terms of interpersonal relationships. So we grew up very close. But here in Jamaica and in any particular setting, where there are more mouths to feed than what is really available as resources, sometimes will lead to challenging situations. But overall, the experience of growing up with an extended family provided many opportunities that others would not have gotten because of their particular setting. But for me, I was grateful for that opportunity because from that, I developed and learned some very important life lessons, which is really how to manage, how to address challenges, how to share and use limited resources to make it work, and how to really be a brother's keeper. And for that, I have no regrets. I look back and I'm thankful for the way in which that opportunity afforded me the ability to learn these very important life lessons. So looking back as to how I grew up, I'm very thankful. And importantly, I should have pointed out that I was lucky, like so many others who did not really get that chance to actually grow up with my parents, with both dad and mom being available and being there to play that very important role in their early days.
So your early, humble you know, growing up in an environment with siblings and just a number of people around you inform who you are now, who the person, the man that you are now, plays such an important role.
Definitely, because the fact is that you will basically mold your life into being who you are based on the experiences that you garner as you go along life's journey. And the fact is that your purpose begins with your first set of experiences, because one can only experience what their purpose really is. Are you live your purpose? Are you experience your purpose? So pretty much my purpose in terms of, let me give you a more tangible example. Farming, for example. I really got into farming because when I was growing up as a youngster in Clarendon, the fact is that I had to engage in farming activities as a part of earning additional income to substitute some of the expenses that the family would experience in terms of day-to-day expenditure. So I ended up going into really yam farm, which saw me extending the farm to the point where I was able to supply vendors who actually sell their produce in the Linstead market located in St. Catherine. And I did that and engaged in that process for approximately 10 years before I moved on to another parish. And today it still remains with me. Today I'm now a registered farmer who actually have an abundance of wealth in terms of farming activities, specifically coming out of forestry. So that experience actually created my purpose, which is in direction of farming, and even now I'm still planning to expand and to build on that. So it's critical that we understand that any experience that we actually live on a day-to-day basis to form our purpose in life, because actually purpose comes out as an action. And when we do those actions, actually it is sending a message as to what our purpose is.
For perspective, at what age did you start farming?
I started farming at age 11.
At 11?
At 11.
And you're still farming?
And I'm still farming.
Well, let's talk about purpose. Let's get into purpose and how you tie your farming into your purpose, because define purpose for me and do so in as broad a way as possible.
For me, purpose is the reason why we exist. In that, purpose is the actual expressions, the actual engagements, the actual activities that you share on a day-to-day basis actually serves to define what your purpose is. So in other words, a person's sense of resolve and determination leads to their purpose. In a very simple way, we are created to serve specific purposes. And once you engage in any activity, it tends to define that purpose for which you were created.
Well,
So whether it's a positive or negative engagement, it tends to play out as one's purpose. So in other words, to me, purpose for any individual at any given time can be either a positive or a negative. So is it that one may ask the question, if an action ends up being negative, does that serves to define one's purpose? Or if an action ends up being positive, does that serve to define one's purpose?
well, you know, history is plastered with individuals who have served their purpose, but in a negative way.
that is a given. That is so true.
Yes, that is so true.